All right, now at 5, that's the photo op. The president and his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, in Alaska for a summit aimed at a ceasefire at first, and after that, an end to the war altogether. Right now, they're behind closed doors, and there's a joint news conference planned for later today if they get that far. Hello again, everybody. I'm Gene Valicenti.
And I'm Patrice. Well, they started off on a good note, sharing a ride to the meeting, but in a last-minute change, the meeting is no longer one-on-one. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Secretary of State Marco Rubio are joining them. Ahtra Elnashar reports.
The eyes of the world are on Alaska, where President Trump is meeting with Russia's President Putin, a man waging war on a sovereign European democracy. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says his country is counting on America. As critical as this summit is, earlier in the day, Trump kept expectations low.
What will make a success of this summit today?
I can't tell you that. I don't know. I want to see a ceasefire rapidly. I don't know if it's going to be today, but I'm not going to be happy if it's not today.
Trump says his goal for this meeting is to set the stage for a second meeting that involves Zelensky, and that he'll know within minutes of seeing Putin if their talks Friday will go well.
We get along. There's a good respect level on both sides, and I think, something's going to come of it. I noticed he's bringing a lot of business people from Russia. And that's good. I like that because they want to do business, but they're not doing business until we get the war settled.
In a brazen attack on the eve of the summit, Russian drone attacks killed at least 7 civilians and injured 17 across Ukraine. Trump thinks Putin did it as a negotiating tactic.
In his mind, that helps him make a better deal. It actually hurts him.
Zelensky and NATO allies have had Trump's ear leading up to Friday so that they're all on the same page. Nothing will be decided about Ukraine without Ukraine, especially territorial concessions. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, who just hosted Zelensky, says a ceasefire needs to be agreed at the summit. Ukraine needs strong security guarantees. Territorial questions can only be decided with the agreement of the Ukrainians. We stood as one as we conveyed these clear messages to President Trump before he set off for Anchorage.
They'll be discussed, but I've got to let Ukraine make that decision. And I think they'll make a proper decision. But I'm not here to negotiate for Ukraine.
Once Trump, Putin, and their delegations are in the same room and the door closes, we'll be watching the clock. Trump says if things go poorly, he's prepared to walk out within minutes. A spokesperson for Putin says it might take 6 to 7 hours. In Washington, I'm Ahtra Elnashar.